Pros, I think you find people where they are. You can go beyond that 140 characters of Twitter, and you can be more visual. You can link to YouTube and post photos. Cons are that people, may not care that utility has a page, and perhaps your college friends might post a picture of you in 1986 when you had a mullet, and that may disrupt some of your customer interactions. So yes, that is me in 1986. You can't see the blonde streak I had in the back, but for the time, it was a pretty good look. My mother would disagree. So moving on to another one of our mediums, YouTube, which really is probably underutilized by us right now. I think that there's a lot more potential that we haven't tapped into. We have probably about 65 videos that we've uploaded. I think we've had about 34,000 page views or so. You can watch some pretty helpful videos, some how-to videos in terms of energy conservation. All of our PSAs are uploaded. And we also have some day in the life of job description types of videos, kind of positioning us as a local employer and a critical local employer, and giving people an idea of what some of our jobs are like. We did do a series of earthquake preparedness videos. Last year we sit on the New Madrid Fault, and we had the 200th anniversary of that. We didn't get a lot of traffic on that until we did these videos. We released the videos and did a promotional push, but it was before the big earthquake and tsunami in Japan. When that happened, and of course we started getting a lot of the "could this happen here" stories, there was a lot more interest, and we saw an uptick in those views and more interest in people getting those videos. So YouTube is a work in progress. It's not something on a daily basis that we probably put a lot of attention to. Certainly we've tried to increase our links to videos when we're trying to complement a news release and add a visual element to a news release, but I think we can do better. Twitter is probably our golden child of the social media interaction for us, and Twitter is really the single element that caused us to have such a presence in social media. Back in 2009, we started a Twitter account just to experiment, see how things were being done on this, what can we do with this. We had very sporadic updates. We didn't have a really solid strategy. We were merely experimenting with it. As you can see, sitting there in June, or maybe this slide is from May, but in June we only had like 225 followers. And on June 12th, we had a massive storm, straight line winds come through, and it knocked out power to about 1/3 of our customers. And we decided, hey, let's use this Twitter thing to update customers. And little did we know that we would grow from about 220 followers to over 1,600 in less than a week. It probably doesn't sound like all that much now, but at the time, keep in mind, it wasn't even a written part of anybody's job description. It was something we were experimenting with and taking turns posting and linking information. So from that point on, we of course made that a part of our daily grind, and we really had to rethink some of our job descriptions and how we went about our daily duties, making this a part of all of our communications plans. So you can see Twitter as of today. This slide is actually old. I think we're up over 7,500 followers. Twitter by far is our most regular social media conversation tool with our customers. Some of the challenges, the pros and cons, we're interacting with hundreds, maybe thousands of customers that we may not interact with otherwise. Like I mentioned earlier, there are some people that live by their Twitter accounts. It allows us to get quick, fast bits of information out to the public, especially during any type of an emergency. It also allows us to respond to emerging rumors, issues, especially when we have something like maybe a water quality issue or, again, power outages. We can quickly address rumors, whereas previously, 2003, we got a really large outage, and rumors would start, and a TV station would get the rumor, run a story, get one comment from us, and essentially the misperception is perpetuated. Now we can snuff it rather quickly. It's not to say it works every time, but it does allow you to respond quickly. The downside, again, especially on Twitter, maybe not so much on Facebook, but on Twitter, people expect instant information and response. And the series of tweets I have up here is this was after hours one day, I think on a Saturday morning, and his power was out, and he posts, and then about 30 minutes later, he's like, no response, he's just letting us have it. So a light bulb went off again in this case, and we thought, you know what, we need to sign on and off every day so people know when we're on. And another thing we need to do is remind people what they can and can't do on social media. You can't report an outage through Twitter. You still have to report your outage through our outage hotline. And so periodically, one thing we do, in addition to signing on and off, is we will post what you can and can't do on social media with MLGW reminder. And of course, that usually comes in the form of a blog post or a Facebook post that we link from Twitter.